What's up, everybody? I just wanted to do a concert preview of Guns N' Roses' upcoming shows they've got going on in New Zealand. They're going to be playing two shows, one on Thursday, February 2nd, and another on Saturday, February 4th. The first show is going to take place in Wellington, New Zealand, and the second will take place in Auckland. Now, the last time Duff, Axl, and Slash played together in New Zealand was back in 1993. It was actually almost 24 years ago. The last show they played was February 6th of 1993, which is the same date as Axl Rose's birthday. And why the Auckland, New Zealand show from 1993 was so important, and it was the only New Zealand show back in 93. They never played Wellington. And the reason it's so important is because it was the last show that Guns played with the big band setup, you know, with the backup singers, the horn section, and Teddy Andreas. Now, these are some photos of the band arriving in New Zealand on Monday. And they're going to be having a couple days to probably rehearse before finally playing their first set of shows. Following their last show in Auckland back in 1993, Guns took a couple weeks off before hitting the States and then traveling all the way across Canada, the US, Europe, and the Middle East on the Skin and Bones tour, which is a much more stripped-down version of the band, only featuring 6 members, so the 5 main members plus Dizzy Reed, and they even changed up the set list a bit, throwing in an acoustic section as well as playing some shorter shows. Now let's talk about what the band was up to around the time they were in Auckland, New Zealand in 93. The show was played on February 6, 1993, and Duff and Axl's birthdays a day apart. Duff's on February 5th, Axl's on February 6th, and Del James, who was the band's biographer at that point in time, his birthday falls on the same week as well. So the day of February 5th was Duff's birthday. There was actually a party in a restaurant overlooking the Auckland Harbor for Duff, Axl, and Del James. And in the afternoon of that day, Slash actually went and visited a dinosaur exhibition. In the evening, he dined at a sushi restaurant called Fukuoka because he loved the name, before he and the other members of the entourage actually went go-karting until 2:30 a.m. And the following day, they actually played Auckland. It was Axl's birthday. It was the final show of the leg of the tour at Mount Smart Stadium, and there was 45,000 people who were packed into the venue to see a 3-act bill. So the 3 acts included Dead Flowers, Skid Row, and then, of course, Guns N' Roses. And there's a really good article on Stuff New Zealand. One person who actually went to the concert talked about his experience, and he said, Dead Flowers came on, Skid Row came on, and then Guns N' Roses, they had to wait and wait and wait, because Guns N' Roses were known for being tardy and always being late to their shows. And basically, a few songs in, the Guns basically walked off stage because there were some technical difficulties. Once it was resolved, they returned to stage, and they basically delivered a pretty terrific show overall. Now, this is a set list that Guns played according to setlist.fm. I think there's a couple songs missing, like they did play Don't Cry as part of the encore as well. And then I'm going to show you guys 3 clips from their 1993 show. The first clip is the power going out and Axl talking to the crowd. The second one is some journalists that Axl's talking about from New Zealand who wrote some negative story about the band. They dedicate Double Talk and Jive to the journalist. And the third clip is the stage crew singing Happy Birthday to Duff and Axl introducing Matt Sorum as Matt the Condom Sorum.
All right, I've got some bad news. There seems to be a problem with the power. So, we've got 2 options. Excuse me, do you want to leave the fucking show, asshole? Now we can keep playing. And then it can go out, and the show will be over, and that would suck. Or we can stop the show for 5 minutes and get it fixed and be right back on and have a good time again. So I think I got a vote here. I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll be right back. Thank you very much. The mercy of technology, what can you say? I read some rock paper here with an interview with Duff in it. You read it up or something? It talked about how Slash and I were on film in Argentina tipping on fans. like to see that film. I don't film on anywhere fucking pissing on fans. Not something I did. I ain't on film nowhere like that. So, this article was written by someone named Donna Yuzwak, or Yuzwak. Donna, if you're here, why don't you do me and the band a fucking favor? Why don't you walk like the fuck out of here? We'll dedicate this to Donna. We'll give her 15 minutes. This is called Double Talking Jive Motherfucker. Excellent job, though. Happy birthday! 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Thank you. The greatest rock and roll band in the world, Adelaide Oval. Thank you, guys. Let's introduce the band on the rhythm guitar. Mr. Billy Clark. Come on over here. On the bass guitar. This is Duff Mckagan. On the keyboard, Mr. Dizzy Reed. And on the drums, Mr. Matt. Condom? What condom? I ain't got no condom. Go around.
So if you guys want to see the full 2-hour concert or so, I've linked to it down below. It's not the best quality, but you guys can go check